Everyone is waiting for the perfect debut of the heir. But the grandson suddenly stands up to announce a new candidate to let the show begin. The candidate is his father, Grandpa's eldest, Chenrongji. Daojun realizes things will change. After all, Uncle has been in the position for years. It's obvious he'll win if he runs. But it looks like the grandson is not satisfied with such a simple plot twist. He sneakily approaches Daojun, confidently claiming that Grandpa's mind is all over the place. Once Dad becomes the heir, he'll be next in. Sure enough, Grandpa predicted all and Uncle won with all 9 votes. But his Wu Shixuan is to announce. The secretary gets a mysterious message. Everyone looks curiously at the door, and Grandpa strides in full of confidence, leaving everyone stunned. Everyone thought he was still in a coma from the accident. Who knew he'd appear so spirited? Everyone at the scene was left speechless by Grandpa's words, thinking, what on earth is happening? Uncle Tu reminds Wu Shixuan to start the projector ASAP, and he raises his hand. The other shareholders quickly follow suit, and amid the applause, Daojun becomes the president. However, Grandpa had asked the director for a magic pill 2 hours ago to keep him sharp. Looks like Grandpa risked it all to support Daojun. Faced with Grandpa's heroic return, the grandson Chengjun immediately went pale. He's now back in charge of Shenyang and Grandpa, this is a big firm, work harder. Chengjun slyly asks, when was the second oil crisis? Grandpa can't recall a perfect memory test. Daojun, sensing trouble, rushes to help. Daojun hustles Grandpa into the elevator. Grandpa, still defiant, mutters inside. Daojun spots him clutching the handle nervously, like a guilty child. To avoid detection by the cleaning lady, Daojun kicks a bucket over, grabs a rag, and plays cleaner. Grandpa, though ill, is amused by Daojun's comical seriousness. Just as Daojun sends Grandpa back to the hospital, Grandma mysteriously appears, and Daojun can only watch helplessly as she takes Grandpa away, thinking, oh boy, now I'm getting held hostage by Grandma. Daojun silently suspects that Grandma will rule over all her children like a mighty empress, and sure enough, that evening she gathers all her biological children for a meeting. Grandma takes the throne without hesitation, and when the eldest son asks why their father isn't coming to dinner, he pretends to be oh so sad. She's ready to unveil Grandpa's true condition, but just as he's about to speak, Daojun strides in like a king. Grandma curiously opens the envelope, only to find not just Grandpa's diagnosis but also Grandma's social calendar. This revelation changes Grandma's expression instantly, making her as awkward as if struck by lightning. Even the other kids are left stunned. However, Daojun answers instead, knowing the situation well. But his goal is higher. He heads straight to Grandma's studio. Grandma starts searching eagerly upon entering, but Daojun ignores her odd moves and shows the stamped note. He then flips it innocently, revealing the front. Grandma's face brightens like seeing her hubby at a wedding. Turns out, Grandma masterminded Grandpa's accident, refusing to let Shenyang Group fall to his illegitimate child. To avoid getting implicated, the sister-in-law sets up a meeting with the prosecutor, handing him a business card. In the gallery, a clerk knew nothing and wouldn't disclose the boss info. Briefly, the captain got the boss number pretending to buy a painting. From the clerk's description, the stamp is the boss' personal stamp, and there's a license plate number on the back. To the captain's surprise, the call was from Grandma. He rushed into her studio to compare the note stamp with the artworks. Sure enough, they match. Grandma accidentally stamped the license plate, which exposed her. As for the one who wants to send Grandpa and himself to the underworld, Daojun loses all respect, bluntly saying he'll keep the secret. If a second person learns of Grandpa's condition, it'll be serious. Unwilling to lose, Chengjun hopes his father-in-law uses media for PR. The media surprisingly spreads rumors about Shenyang Motors, and the next day's newspaper boldly headlines the story. This leads to a stock price crash, and the shareholders are furious, even demanding an emergency meeting to dismiss Grandpa. At home, Grandpa receives the notice, gathers a few sons for a meeting, and bluntly points out that the stock price has plummeted. Son-in-law Q suggests that to quell public anger, Grandpa should attend the hearing and face everyone's questions. But attending the hearing will only cause bigger headaches. Given his current condition, things are about to unfold. Meanwhile, Daojun's trio analyzes the situation, and Wu Shixuan clearly states that the Shenyang Motors crisis is meant to place the blame on Daojun. After all, currently Shenyang Motors is drowning in debt, all thanks to Daojun's presidency. If Grandpa refuses to attend the hearing, instructing Daojun to deal with it, it's a win-win plan that would eliminate both Grandpa and Daojun. When Daojun learns that the hearing is on June 10, he suddenly recalls the grand event in Korea in June 2002. The event was unforgettable, and then a thought flashes in his mind on how to turn the situation around. A spark of inspiration ignites, and he thinks of an exhilarating idea. At Shenyang Motors shareholders meeting, Daojun calls power unstoppable product, sparking gasps. He elaborates that this model initially entered the market at a low price, but as material costs rise, production costs spiral upwards, losing any price advantage. Finally, he switches gears. If the Korean team makes it to the top 32, we'll offer 100 cars. If they make it to the top 16, we'll provide 400 cars, and if they reach the semifinals, we'll offer 1,000. The shareholder asks, the Korean team's current strength makes semifinals unlikely. What if they lose? Just as Daojun had recalled in his memory, the Korean team advances to the top 8 for the very first time. And Shenyang Motors sells over 20,000 cars in the first month post-launch, shattering the small car sales record. But just as Daojun is about to share the good news with Grandpa, he mysteriously collapses in the living room, and the family inheritance battle begins. If you enjoyed my video, don't forget to like and subscribe.